Chair, and thank you to all the witnesses for being here today. And especially to you, Mr. Ford, for your leadership and work on behalf of our National Estuary Program. I'm lucky to be able to represent the Central Coast of California, probably one of the most beautiful districts in California, if not the nation, which includes the Morro Bay Estuary. I say that lightly to not insult the rest of my colleagues, but I think it is the best district in the nation. The National Estuary Program has been immensely helpful to providing environmental restoration and protections to our tributaries and watersheds. Estuaries are also a huge economic driver for tourism dollars and commercial fishing. The Morro Bay Estuary Program alone, off of San Luis Obispo County, had an estimated economic impact of nearly $50 million in the region. Between 2014 and 2015, there were almost 1.5 million visitors to the area, with an average of 4,000 visitors a day. As the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee continues to look at the National Estuary Program, what are some of the recommendations that you would propose to maintain or increase the success of this program? And two, why is it critical that we continue to fund and support this very important program?
Thank you for the opportunity and the question, sir. I think we've well explored the value of these systems and the importance that they have in the lives of millions of Americans. That situation isn't going to change. If anything, there'll just be millions of more Americans relying on these systems. We've illustrated, I think, through the dialogue today, that there are these historical impairments to these systems. They are not what they once were. What I recognize is that, and more folks that I work with, is that we need to increase the production of these areas. We need to increase the resilience of these areas for them to be able to manage the challenges that they face in the future. The opportunities to do that, the cost effectiveness of doing that today rather than waiting 10 years or 20 years down the line are real opportunities that really make those dollars that we have to spend on these practices effective, and some of the urgency associated with making sure that we don't delay and that we make that move. I think on behalf of the 28 National Estuary Programs, we value the leadership that this body has demonstrated in the past, and we're just looking for that opportunity to have the current reauthorization package move through at its full reauthorization, because that was a well thought out, good deliberative process. So those additional millions make a lot of difference for the millions of people that are out there, and would make a difference up and down this coast, and up and down this table. In summary, I'd say that's about where I see it.
Are there opportunities to expand the program?
Well, certainly there are many estuaries in the United States of America that are not part of the estuary program. The estuaries of national significance are what was the determination and the process that was put into place. The lessons that we've learned are being applied elsewhere. There are lessons that we've learned from other folks here and model programs that aren't part of the NEP. But again, I think that interest that we have and the ability to draw from multiple levels of government and from the private sector and from academia to inform all this help. No doubt, I think that there is plenty of opportunity for the National Estuary Program to become much bigger. I would like to start where it currently exists, and then I'd like to see how we could make those expansions happen smartly, all of that with concordant funding. And I think the Gulf of Mexico might prove to be the latest testing ground for that in response to the issues and the mitigation associated with the Deepwater Horizon oil spill.
Thank you very much. Madam Chair, I yield back.
Thank you. Mr. Webster?